I think Lynn Parmenter is going to come in at any moment.
Oh, okay. Okay, someone will let her in, that's fine. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn 3 rounds with their resources, sing through them a couple of times, and then once you've accessed those digital resources, you are able to download those scores and you will be able to keep those to use in your own choruses or choirs if you want to. So I am going to share my screen and share my sound. So hopefully what you can now see is a blank screen and a little piece of music here called Winter Round. So this is what we're going to be doing. And Andrea from Voces8 is going to teach us this. Oh, we've lost the score.
This is a little mini 3-part round called The Winter Carol by the American contemporary composer Caroline Shaw. It's really great just as a little warm-up to get you listening and get your voices working. Let's do the words first. The words go like this. Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons wisen. Okay, so let's just break that down, repeat after me. Clear skies, moons rise. Clear skies, moons rise. High and wide, high and wide. Horizons wisen, horizons wisen. Great, okay. Wisen. Great, let's put... This is a little mini...
I'm so sorry. Let's try that again and see if we can get her to not jump about.
This is a little mini 3-part round called The Winter Carol by the American contemporary composer Caroline Shaw. It's really great just as a little warm-up to get you listening and get your voices working. Let's do the words first. The words go like this. Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons wisen. Okay, so let's just break that down, repeat after me. Clear skies, moons rise. Clear skies, moons rise. High and wide, high and wide. Horizons wisen, horizons wisen. Great, okay, so that's our words sorted. Let's put some melody with that now. Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons wisen. That's how the whole thing goes. We'll just do it little bit by little bit. After me. Clear skies, moons rise. Clear skies, moons rise. High and wide, high and wide. Horizons wisen, horizons wisen. Great, let's put that all together from the top. Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons wisen. Well done. To go with that, we're just going to do some really simple hand movements. So the first one, we're going to do clear skies, moons rise, and then we're going to do high and wide, and then horizons wisen. Okay, so see if you can do those all together. It's just an up with one hand, across and over, and then nice and flat for our horizons. Let's give that a go all the way through with our hand movements too. 1, 2, 3, and clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons wisen. Great, I hope you enjoy putting that into a little 3-part round.
Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons rising. Clear skies, moons rise, high and wide, horizons horizons rising,
Clear skies, moons rise
clear
high.
skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising, clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising, clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising, clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising.
Very simple, but really effective. I think we'll sing that one more time with them, with all the action. So make sure you're standing nice and tall, and off we go.
Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising. Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising.
Clear skies, moons rise
Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising. Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising. Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising. Clear skies, moons rise high and wide, horizons rising.
Yeah, very simple, very beautiful. So the next one that we're going to look at is a little bit more complicated. It's called, just bear with me a second while I get the resources up. It's called Be Like the Bird, and it's got slightly more challenging, I would say, vocally, but I'm sure we're up to it. I just want to make sure I can get the score for you this time as well. So let me just share my screen. Can you see L and the score as well this time? Fantastic. So let me get that started.
Be Like the Bird by Abby Bettinus. And the words go like this. Be like the bird that, pausing in her flight a while on bowers too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she has wings. So this is a round in B flat minor, and it's in 4/4. And even though it's a minor key, it's actually not a particularly sad round, because the bird has wings, she's able to fly at the end. So let's sing this with a bit of an optimistic tone. I will sing the whole round for you now, so have a good listen, and then we'll cut it into small sections and learn it together. So it goes like this. Be like the bird that, pausing in her flight a while on boughs too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she has wings. So that's the full round, and now we'll learn the small sections together. So have a listen to this and then copy after me. Be like the bird that, and make sure we're placing the T really accurately on the rest that comes afterwards. So be like the bird that, let's try that all together. Be like the bird that, very good, I'll do the next bit. Pausing in her flight a while. So this has got a really big jump in it, a really big major seventh leap. Pausing in her. So have a really nice experiment in your voice with that and see how that feels. If you don't get it straight away, don't panic, it is quite difficult. The more you go over it, the easier it will become in your voice. So just listen to me again and then we'll do it together. Pausing in her flight Try that with me. Pausing in half-light a while. Great job. Let's try it from the beginning. Starting here. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while. Great job. A little bit just to add on to the end that goes like this. On boughs to slide. Let's keep an eye out and an ear out for that A natural. Sing that with me. On boughs to slide. So that's a little bit simpler. Let's try the whole line together now. The more we go over it, the easier it will become in our voices. Singing all together. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs to slide. Very good job. I think that's probably the most difficult bit done, so well done. The next bit goes like this. Feels them give way beneath her. It's a little bit simpler, nice kind of rising scale there, so let's try that all together. Feels them give way beneath her. Very good. Now, just to really keep getting that beginning bit and that beginning section into our voices, let's try it from the beginning again, adding on that little section, and we're nearly there, we're nearly at the end now. So from the beginning. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs to slide, feels them give way beneath her. And this end section is basically just a big downward scale, so I'll sing it for you, so have a listen. And sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she has wings. So let's just look at the beginning of that. We need to make sure that we're returning to the F every time, like this. And sings, and sings, and sings. So we're descending in the top, but always returning to the F at the bottom. So let's try that together. And sings, and sings, and sings. Great. And then the end bit is basically just a downward scale. And sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she has wings. And let's make sure that we hold wings for a full 3 beats and place the S on the 4th beat at the end of the bar. So let's try that whole end bit together. And sings, all together. And sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she has wings. Very good job. I say we try the whole thing all together and see how that fits into our voices. Starting here, be. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs to slide, feels them give way beneath her, and sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she has wings. Very good job if you got all of that. Don't panic if you didn't. It's quite a difficult round. The more you go over it, the more familiar it will become. I hope you really enjoy singing this, not just as a piece on its own, but as a round with many voices.
Okay, so what we'll do now then is we will sing that as a round with Elgreg and Katie.
Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs to slide, feels them give way beneath her, and sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she hath wings. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs to slide, feels them give way beneath her, and sings, and sings, and sings, knowing she hath wings. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-light a while, on boughs
Actually, I didn't sing then at all. I was just listening to them. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Shall we do that one more time to give us all a chance to actually join in this time?
Be like the bird that, pausing in half-flight, a while on boughs to slant, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she hath wings.
Be like the bird that,
Be like the bird that,
pausing in
half-flight, a while on boughs to slant, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she hath wings. Be like the bird that, pausing in half-flight, a while on boughs to slant, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she hath wings, knowing she hath wings.
Fantastic. I'm just going to get the last one that we're going to be looking at up so that you can see that. So please talk amongst yourselves whilst I do that. Music team, you're good at chatting. Just
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, just dropped my bottle.
When people say that, I've got nothing to say.
No. Over to you, and everybody goes,
I love these rounds. I really like them.
they're really pretty. The
Yeah.
problem I have is that the ladies' part is a bit too high and the men's part goes slightly too low, so I have to do a bit of an octave jump. Anybody else?
I'm going into full operatic mode here sometimes. I love it.
I'm just trying to remember the words. I can't see them on the screen. They're so small.
Oh no. Okay, right. I think we are there. So let me just put this up for you. So this one's a bit of fun, and it's got a dance move to it as well. So it's all about chocolate. What's not to like? Okay, here we go.
This round combines two of my favourite things. Chocolat chaud translates from French as hot chocolate, and it's written in the style of a ballroom tango, which is an amazing dance to watch. The words you need to know are chocolat chaud, chocolat, chocolat, chaud, chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud. This round is in 3 parts. I'm going to sing through each part twice, so just start getting to know it. Chaud, chocolat 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 chaud, 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 chocolat. 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 Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. I'm going to take it apart and do it bit by bit. So the first line goes like this. Chaud, chocolat 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 chaud, chocolat. I'm going to do that first line once again and really have a listen to the lower note that I'm singing, because it does change. Chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat. So if you notice that, there are actually 2 different notes there. We have sho, which is on the tonic, or do if we're using solfa, and sho, which is on the leading note, or ti if we're using solfa. And the pattern goes sho, 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 sho. I'll sing this line through once more and you repeat it after me, and this time I'll do the hand gestures so it's really obvious which note is which. Sho, shakara, sho, shakakara, sho, shakara, sho, shakakara, sho, shakara, sho, shakakara, sho, shakara, sho, shakakara. Great stuff. The next line sounds like this. Sho, 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 chocolat. 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 So there are a couple of different games we can play with this line. The first is how quick can you actually say the word show? I get about show, 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 and then everything starts getting a little bit muddled. The second one, you might have noticed that there are a couple of extra sounds in there that we might not normally include in music. We have and ah. They're sounds that I'm using to describe the hot chocolate. So I've got my mug of hot chocolate here. I take a drink. Or but you can really use whatever sounds you want to. You could have yum or if the hot chocolate's just slightly too hot. So experiment and make up your own sounds. I'll sing through this line once again. Sho, 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 chocolat. 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 And the last line goes like this. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. I think this line sounds best when it's sung super legato, which means really, really smooth. Imagine you're staring at a huge vat of hot chocolate and it's silky and shiny and smooth. We want to get all of that into our voices. Let's have a go. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. And that's the whole round. I'm going to sing it through again. I'll do each part twice. Join in. Sho, chocolat, 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 sho, chocolat. Sho, 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 chocolat. Sho, 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 chocolat. Sho, 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 chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Sho, chocolat. Chocolat Chaud is written in the style of a ballroom tango and is an ideal piece to add a bit of choreography to. Start by watching videos of dancers doing the ballroom tango, say on YouTube, and see if you can work out what moves characterize it. I think this dance is characterized by lots of short, sharp staccato movements, particularly the signature head snap. Have a go at making up some choreography of your own. I've got some here to give you some inspiration. So, I'll sing the whole piece through, I'll do each line twice, and I'll do the choreography with it, and then we'll unpick the choreography a little bit. Show, chocolat chaud, 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 chocolat. 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 Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. So, for the first line, we have this action here, so switching between there and there. Now, this is a smaller version of hold. So when you have the dancers, one would have their arm around shoulders or around the waist, and the other hand is holding onto your partner's hand. So I've just taken that in a little bit to fit more people next to each other. Switching between, you don't want to go robotic and just that. Try taking the arms out a little bit and then snapping back into place. So they come out and snap. So, chaud, chocolat 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 chaud, chocolat. For the second line, we have that signature head snap. So, chaud, 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 chocolat. Chaud, 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 chocolat. Do the second part of that. So when we have chaud, 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 chocolat, be really gentle, because if we're doing a head snap at the same time, just try and take some of the pressure off your voice. So head snap to the right and then to the left. Chaud, 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 chocolat. 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 And for that last line, we're back into the smaller hold position. And we're just leaning forward, so stepping forward on one foot and back again. So really smooth, really gentle. 4. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. I hope that's given you some ideas to start with.
Okay, what we'll do now is we'll have a go at singing that with the actions with Katie, Elle and Ewan. I have to say, Ewan doesn't look quite so comfortable in his role as a tango dancer as perhaps the two girls are. But yeah, have a go and let's see how it all fits together.
Chaud, chocolat 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 chaud, 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 chocolat. 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 Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat. Chaud, chocolat 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 chaud,
chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat chaud, chocolat
I hope you enjoyed those. Lots of fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link into the chat now. So if you enroll using this link, this has been put together just for Collective College. And all of these, I said, will be available to you for a week. So until next Saturday, plus the other 2 songs as well that they've given us access to. So this is the link there in the chat. If you click on that, they'll just ask you for a few details, and then it will open up as a Collective College bundle, and that's available for us. But do go on their website, have a look at other things that they've got to offer, some really exciting and new pieces of music there. I hope you've enjoyed singing those rounds. There's some new one there for me. So yes, enjoy, take them, and spread and share with as many people as you can. Thank you.